Damn. Huh. Damn. Okay. Mm. Hey, yo, what's up, Katie? Yeah, we'll talk about it in a few. Definitely talk about it. But actually, let me look at what you sent. Mm. Oh no, you don't think that are you talking about what, silver and gold right now? You don't think hold on, you said so, and when you think the US charts will show that? You don't think that this is the reaction to that news right now? This big giant push higher? Um, well, uh is Venezuela are you talking about the video that says Venezuela bans silver to USA? China buys 80 million ounces? Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, we'll talk about it. Yeah, I looked at that, and it's the Asian guys videos. I've seen a couple of them. Seems like that AI that particular AI is very popular. He has like 10 million, or uh multiple creators are using this image, the Asian guy, for their content. Hmm. Well, hmm. Guess I could have been a part of this. I should have just stuck with my original. Should have just stuck with the original one. Trying to be cute. Well, I guess I don't. Hmm. 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 Guess I should have. Well, I mean, it's right there. I mean, they tried to use it right there. They broke. Tried to use it right there. Hmm. We'll see. Oh shit. We'll see. We'll see. Hey, what's up, K Trader? Hey, what's up, J Stores? What's up? Yeah, that's definitely true. Dude, I feel the same. Having the market close early, in the middle of the week, it's definitely thrown me off too, Cave Trader. Man, I should have just, man. And then the value area high was right there too. We'll see. So I kind of redrew this box, and this would have been my original entry right here. But then I redrew the box, and I was like, well, and the value area high was right there. Okay. All right. 74, 295. Well, I mean, I guess that is right there, right? I try not to trade fair value gaps, but silver has been respecting fair value gaps. Been respecting them. I'll trade it, man. I'll trade. Hey, what's up, Alfred? What's up? I mean, shit. But we'll definitely talk. I mean, shit. Me and Alfred was talking about this too, about what's been going on. I spoke to my trading partner about how the United States literally just seized control of Venezuela. It's one of those things where it's like, well, it's one of those things where if Venezuela was allowed to act independently and continue to do business with China, I guess the adversaries of the United States, that would put the United States in a very vulnerable position. It would put the United States in a very vulnerable position to allow Venezuela, with the biggest oil reserves recorded to date, to be in the pocket of China. I was speaking to my trading. I think I might have said this to Alfred or my trading partner earlier. If Trump did not win this election, there is no question in my mind that China would have been the superpower of the world. There is no doubt that China would have been the superpower of the world. China has amassed so much influence around the world. People are now, or countries are now, ditching the dollar and joining BRICS, or trying to find their way into BRICS. And Trump didn't win. That China would have been very. It's not saying that they won't be successful, because the world is watching. Anybody with eyes to see would know that allowing Venezuela to fall into the pockets of China would have been very dangerous for the United States. But the fact still remains that the United States infiltrated another country and abducted its leader, snatched its leader from its land to prosecute that leader here in the United States. That's not a good look, especially how Russia was condemned for invading, quote unquote, Ukraine. Not only did the United States invade Venezuela, but abducted its leader, and now has taken control, has seized control of their resources. Or let me rewind. They bombed them and then they abducted the person out of. So it's crazy. You really can't. If you're a leader in another nation, that right there will justify finding ways to work with China. Because China, even though they play a similar game to the United States, what they won't do, or what they haven't done yet, is try to change leadership. They say as long as we can work together and we have common interest, we can do business. We don't care how you run your country or you treat your citizens. That's not our business. We're just here to do business with each other. The United States likes to go in and change regimes and have and install quote unquote puppets that are pro-American, so they can not necessarily usurp the resources of that land, but to be quote unquote given permission to usurp the resources from that land. Damn, I should have took that. I should have kept my original short. I was trying to be cute, and I'm already trying to be cute already this freaking week. Trying to be cute, and I missed this trade. And I would have got a perfect entry too. Trying to be freaking cute. Okay. Damn. I hate missing moves like this. Yeah, look at that. I would have got paid like right there. I probably would have dropped it down, but okay. All right. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, shit, a lot of these oil companies are probably going to see a push because, Trump said it in a press conference. This is not, I can safely not say allegedly because Trump himself clearly said that we're now in the oil business. But I said this to Alfred earlier, and I'll share this with you guys. You got to think about what's going on now. We have precious metals outperforming the indices, literally. The indices did not get a Santa rally this year. That's just how crazy of a world that we live in right now. The NASDAQ, let's look at the NASDAQ. Look at the NASDAQ, man. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy that this is how the NASDAQ trades now? Look at the ES. They got the same algorithm on both of these. It's like, yeah, we don't care about the NASDAQ or the ES anymore. The indices. If you're not trading a metals, if you're not trading one of the metals, you're not making money this year. I missed this big gap up because I told myself to trade this, but I was like, you know what? Let me just wait till it calms down. And people in the metals chat made tens of thousands of dollars today, and I missed out on this move. Straight up missed out on it. And then I missed this move on gold. Because for some whatever reason, I really don't watch gold anymore. I stick to the silvers. I missed this little push up right here. I would have taken this trade. It traded right back into the order block. A nice little 10-point move, 14-point move. But yeah, I told my trading partner Smith, he was talking about going short. I was like, bro, don't short this shit. Do not short it. Do not short this shit. You talking about the market is doing this and that. It's like, one of the things that I found through back testing and watching some market structure videos, man, if the market does not take out a low, if the market does not take out this low right here, any pullback is considered bullish, or any drop is considered a pullback. Price needs to take out this low, and they need to hold. And once this low gets taken out, then you look for shorts. You do not look for shorts until this low is taken out. And this knowledge has saved me from my emotional self when the market is trying to go short or long And I'm thinking that, oh man, this is an opportunity to go short, and it's not. This is just a pullback so the late bulls can get in long. And you got to think about it. Even if you do get in short right here and you get lucky, you got bulls waiting down here. They patiently sat and watched this thing shoot up higher. You don't think that they're going to have FOMO? You don't think that they're going to buy into this as it comes down? They're going to try. Bulls are going to try until they fail. And once the bulls fail, you can sell until there stops. Yeah, dude, shit. NASDAQ and ES both needs help crossing the street. But kind of going back to what I was talking about before. Trillions of dollars of oil is sitting in Venezuela because of the past administration over there saying that American companies, I think China actually did this as well, but they can only have a minor stake in the investment. And so a lot of the American oil companies pulled out. And so you got trillions of dollars of oil sitting in the ground, no infrastructure built. They took away supposedly the oil that was promised to the United States. And I'm pretty sure that was probably eating at Trump this whole time. He was probably thinking like, yo, and obviously this is allegedly, this is an assumption. Obviously, I wouldn't know what Trump thinks, obviously, but I can only assume. And I'm pretty sure he was thinking like, man, how the fuck we gonna get this oil, man? They're just sitting there, all that money just sitting in the ground, just sitting there. We gotta find a way to get this shit, man. We gotta find a way to get it. And then with this whole silver thing, and then the Fed had to pump in liquidity because these banks, yet again, put themselves in a situation short selling. It's like, dude, it's like they never learn. These banks never freaking learn that when you short sell a stock, eventually it's going to squeeze. And they just keep doing it. But I guess because, I mean, if you think about it from their perspective, the way that they think is, are we set to make more than what we can lose? And that includes the money that they lose, fines, and stuff like that. And this is how they think. And it's like, well, I mean, we'll just pay a $1 million fine. We'll make trillions of dollars. We'll pay $1 million fine and still be profitable. Let's do it. And they just never learn. And unfortunately, silver, I think so. Apparently, a lot of the videos are saying that a lot of these banks are short at 60. Supposedly, that they're short at 60. We'll see. Because that would make sense that they're trying to get price back down to 60 so the banks can get out. But the banks have already covered their positions, supposedly. The Fed had to bail them out so they don't go under. Yeah, I don't think nobody really cares about the indices at this point. I mean, right now, they're just there. And all that oil that is now under the United, you already heard, I mean, if you watched the press conference, Trump says that he wants to get American companies back over there. He wants them to build the infrastructure, and they want them to start drilling. And he already threatened the vice. Well, she's no longer the vice president. I guess technically she's the president now. She told her, he's like, you can be next. Fuck with us. Find out. You can be next. Shit. It's not funny, but the situation is crazy to think about. She's like, you can be next. Play around with us if you want. And let's be completely honest. They're gonna play ball. They're definitely gonna play ball. It's if another country just swoops in and takes away your leader and y'all didn't even put up a fight. Supposedly, the first wave came in and destroyed all the air defenses. And after destroying all the air defenses, the cavalry came in with the Delta Force to abstract Venezuela's leader. I mean, once you see that happen, I mean, obviously you don't have the force to fight back, and I guess the best option is that's in that situation is to cooperate and to hope that the United States keeps its promise by saying that it's going to build up the community, give the money to the people. I mean, you already know that the United States is going to get a cut and keep their cut, obviously. But you can only hope that they'll go into Venezuela and bring it into the modern world. Hopefully. Hey, what's up, Tony Gold? It's like I just blew my account. I need a bailout. I need a bailout. I need a bailout. But yeah, so I mean, apparently this was the because actually not only has the United States seized Venezuela's or seized control of Venezuela, they actually so a tanker that was destined for China, they actually seized that too, and is now the property of the United States. So now not only have they stolen from Venezuela, they've also stolen from China. And now China is going to have to figure out, I'm pretty sure that China already has a backup plan. I'm pretty sure. But China's going to have to find another alternative because it's highly unlikely that the United States will sell oil to China. It's highly unlikely. I mean, they may, but it's highly unlikely. And if they do sell it to them, they're going to probably sell it to them at a premium. So a lot has happened, and then it just makes sense because think about how the market opened on Friday. We had that massive push higher, and then coming into New York, we had that massive dump lower. That is a news push. And then at the end of the session, you can tell that the institutions positioned themselves. At the end of the session, you can tell. Oh, well, yeah, this is silver. They took that low, they consolidated, they broke higher, and you could just look at the chart and saw that if the market didn't gap up, if we didn't see this massive move higher, we was going to at least gap up. We was going to at least gap up because of how the end of the session closed. Same thing on gold, and that's why I was telling my trading partner, don't short it. Don't short it because this is obviously the institutions position themselves for a long. You got the market trending higher, they take out the low, and they close right back above that low. That's always bullish. That's always bullish, always. Because you got to remember, in order for shorts to work, and this is a great example right here. In order for shorts to work, this was a major low at the time because it broke structure to the left. The bears broke this structure. I mean, you could take the gamble and short this, but you don't really know how far it'll go if you take this trade. Now, if it's a scalp, then whatever, but the safer trade is for you to come back around. What was my pin? Daughters do that. Can't have nothing. Hold on, guys. Anyway, man, I can't have nothing without it getting taken off my desk. Anyway, so you get that breaker structure, and this is the safe trade right here. This is the money trade because now you know where you can target. You know how big your stop should be, like what general area you should get in short. And this is always the trade that you should look for right here. This is the money trade right there. And because the market did not close underneath this low, yeah, it was going higher. Well, I thought the silver was gonna be nice to me and kind of forgive me here. But I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, I definitely believe that. Yeah, J Stores. Honestly, yeah, I would not argue with anybody about that. Uh, we are in the age of information. There's been so many declassified documents that has been released by the United States government that shows that all the conspiracies that they denied were all true. And the psyops that they use to turn the word conspiracy theorist or someone that theorizes about conspiracies. Now, if you call anybody a conspiracy theorist, it's seen as a derogatory term. But with all the unclassified documents about everything, we all know that a lot of these conspiracies are true. And we're not going to sit here and pretend like these banks weren't given a heads up. I mean, honestly, that's what I assume. I already assumed that they were given the heads up because of how the market opened and how the market closed. I mean, why did the market just opened up like this? Like, there was no news. We just came off of a break. And then the market just runs higher. Like, it just runs. This is how the market opened on like Friday. It just runs. And then it dumps. That tells me that, I mean, now that we know what happened, I mean, now this move makes sense, especially on gold. Especially on gold. Look how gold opened. Shit. Look how gold opened up. And then it dumps. That right there tells me that something was going on. We just didn't know what the hell was going on. But gold just doesn't open up like this and then just runs up 50, 60 points for no damn reason. I got stopped and I know I did. Okay, whatever. All right. Damn it. Or I didn't get filled yet. Okay, I didn't get filled. All right, let's see. Let's see if silver is going to be nice to me here. Let's see. If we can get like a little rejection here at the 50. So this is my plan for this trade. If I can get into this trade and get a little more money, then I'll be cool with that. But if we do see a breakout, then I'm just gonna have this same entry as for a long. So if this position loses, then I'll just flip long after I see like the breakout. Okay, so I'm in this. Let me see what happens. I'm talking about what happened on before that happened, Rug Kid. I'm talking about on Friday. Friday opened up like that well, at the time we didn't know why. We know why now. But on Friday the market opened up and just started running. Oh yeah, definitely for sure, man. Definitely for sure. That insider trader is only for the poor people and the peasants. But everybody else get the inside trade all they want. All right, so I mean, we got the breaker structure. This would be technically a retest, but at the same time, it's so bullish. I mean, I'm pretty sure technicals don't even. Uh, I wouldn't be surprised if it, comes back and stop me out. But under normal circumstances, I mean, I guess this was probably the break right here. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Baby, come back to my break even. You can blame it on me. I was wrong, and I just wanna break even. Okay. Well, that's my fault. All right. Well, I'm gonna. I just learned something, I guess. I guess I'll just use this as a learning experience. So I'll just use this as a learning experience. Mm. Oh. No. Okay, so what the hold on? What the hell did I was hold on? What was I just watching? Was that the fair value gap or something? What was I just watching? That shit worked too. That's what's crazy. It worked. Mm. Mm. Huh, that shit worked. Where did that come from? Mm. Was that like a fair value gap or some shit? Dude, I don't know. I do not know where I got that range from. Mm. Mm. Well, I mean, the market is still bullish. It's crazy that I'm trying to take this thing short, but uh, I really don't know where I got that range from though, because now I have two conflicting ranges. I don't know where that first one came from. I think this might have been a fair value gap, maybe. Mm. 'All right, so if I get stopped out of this, I'll look for the break instruction. I'll look for it to go long. If I get stopped out of this, that's how I'm gonna play this. Silver is definitely showing my stop mercy. $7,500. We'll see. Oh yeah. So Lucid is now offering micro silver. I might actually get an account for Lucid. I may get one. I'm comfortable trading mini silver, but I don't particularly care to trade these bigger accounts. And if they're only offering micro, I mean they're only offering silver, then I have to go for the bigger accounts. But now that they're offering micro silver, I can go for a smaller account, and I don't have to have Top Step accounts, because outside of trade day, Top Step and My Funded Futures, they were the only firms that had micro silver, and I'm not going to trade My Funded Futures because that 80-20 profit split is ridiculous. I don't want to give up 20% of my profits to nobody. I hate giving up 10%, but I mean, it's part of the game, I guess. So, but I'm definitely not gonna give 20% to no damn body. All right, so let's look at the prices. And they said something about a sale being done today, or one of their sales, or whatever their promotions are going to be done today, or is going to end today. Let me see what they're talking about. Yeah, so they said that micro silver is now available. Promotions currently. They have the 35% off the 25 or 50Ks. I have time for that though. The 20-day flash sale has ended. What? Oh, so they had like a 40% off of. Had a 40% off. All right, so that makes sense. So they had a 40% off their flex. Lucid Pro. Oh wow, that's expensive. So they only have promotions now for their 35% off their 25Ks and 50Ks. All other plans will be 30% off. 25K or 50K. Imagine catching a big move in a 25K account with no consistency on the funded side. Maximum drawdown, it's $1,000. Honestly, I mean, I really don't see why anybody would choose the flex. I mean, the 25K over the 50. When you're paying $20 extra for $1,000 of extra drawdown, I really don't see the point in that. I don't really see the point in that pricing. I mean, to make a 25K make sense, have it at 55 or something. Spending $20 extra on drawdown, that's a good trade-off. I'll take that. So let's see. Let's see if the bulls try to buy it off of this 21 EMA. Probably should trail this thing, but because it's not bearish. It's definitely not bearish for sure. I mean, I guess it could be, depending on how you want to look at it. This could be a failure, a pullback, a break structure, and that's the bear selling the retest. You can definitely see it that way. But like I said, the market is overall bullish, so. Don't want to trail this thing too tight. So the 150K flex evals with the 30% discount is $150, which is not bad. And I can trade micro silver. It's not bad. I mean, you can see that the bears are trying to sell this thing. They are trying to sell it. Let me look at gold, I guess, real quick. See if we can find something on gold. Ah, shit. Gold just broke structure to the upside, so if we do see a pullback here, let me see if we can look for a long somewhere. They just broke structure to the upside. That must have been like a fair value gap or something, because where did I get this? Unless... It worked too. That's what's crazy. I don't know where I used that. Oh, it might have actually been that fair value gap. Oh no, that's all the way down there. Shit, I don't know. All right, so let's see if gold's gonna be nice to me here. Or shit, gold. Let's see if silver's gonna be nice to me here. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, so let's see. I'm interested to see what the indices chat is saying on Top Step. I'm interested to see what they're saying. All right, so what about 975? Uh, 74855. Make sure that. Okay, yeah, I should get that target hit, man. No, that's blasphemy. Nope. I mean, if I have more than one contract, yeah. Well, if I have more than one contract, then yeah. But if I have one contract, then I'm just gonna have to hold. I'm just gonna have to hold. Because I'm not going to. I'm not gonna scalp. I'm not gonna play the game of taking profits, trying to find my way back in this thing. Because you just don't know, man. You just don't know. The time you try to find your way back into it, yeah, you got profits, but you know, if it goes against you, then it just leads up to a lot of emotions to deal with. I mean, it could work. I could take my profits and re-enter, use my profits as drawdown. I could, but that's just too much. If I'm going to deal with the emotion, I'm already prepared to deal with price going to my break even. I'm already prepared for that. That's why I usually keep this actually in ticks. So I don't see how much money I usually is up. I mean, obviously in silver, you know, if I'm up, I mean, I'm usually up a lot. But you know, the one thing about silver is that I necessarily don't care. As long as it hits my target, you know, I'm good. I don't care if it comes back and hits my break even. Because I know that, you know, as soon as I get my target hit, I'm up like at least 2,000, 3,000, depending on. Now, if I'm up 5K, then I'll start trailing in. I'm not going to let 5K come back on me. But like 2K, yeah. If it hasn't hit my target yet, then. The one thing that I have to start accepting is that if I got to start taking, you know, at the 21 EMA at these EMAs, because these things could just bounce against me when price gets to these EMAs. I mean, at least if I see this go super positive, I'll consider it just taking the profits, but I would just prefer to get my target hit here. Because it's not a really how do I want to say it? It's not an unreasonable target. It's not like it's not like it's after like supply or support or something. It's right there in the middle of it. I really don't see why silver wouldn't hit this target, especially after it's rejecting. What I know about silver is that it needs to go to supply first. I don't see supply anywhere, or not supply, support. I mean, I guess it could potentially bounce at the 50 EMA, but I think that it wants to go a little bit lower. I have a lot of liquidity sitting at 75. So I'm thinking that the market is going to want to come around here. Maybe this value area low, maybe these lows, maybe it takes out this value area low. Oh, okay, there we go, baby. There we go. All right, I'm done in this account. I'm up 5K, I think. I should be up 5K. I should be up 5K. So I'm done. I'm gonna let that lock in. That's my Apex account. So if I lose that, I basically blow the account. So I'm just gonna let that one ride. I'm gonna get into the sim. All right, that was a great trade, man. I mean, shit. Silver came for my stop like almost twice, man. Almost got me. Silver almost got me. Point of control, huh? 75. And that's the one thing that I like about silver, man. About trading the minis. Yeah, I hate the fact that I gotta risk $450 every trade, but I don't need this thing to. I don't need. All I need is 90 ticks, and I'm good. That's all I need is 90 ticks. I can go for more, but 90 ticks is good. Okay. All right. So we're done in silver. I took the trade at the point of control. I'm in the sim, so I just want to. That's why. I mean, point of control came up here, so I just took the trade because point of control moved up. That's what this orange line is point of control. So I just took the trade because of that, and because I'm in the sim. But I do see that all of this selling, like all the selling right now, is coming in. That's what kind of gave me the confidence to stay in my trade short. If I saw this thing flip to being bullish, I was like, well, okay. It's coughed into the surface. Looked. Well, So I'm interested to I'm possibly interested in getting into a position around like 403 on gold. My point of control is in that area. We got a prior low in that area. Yeah, okay, right here. Yeah, I'm looking to get in like kind of like right here. Right there. Hmm. I think I'm just gonna probably start trading. So I'm probably going. Well, probably I will. Like all my funded accounts will be for the morning stream. I used to trade 2 micros, but I think I'm gonna go up to three micros on silver with my Top Step account, and only take 2 trades. I can make more money. But I think honestly, all I need is like maybe $1,000 a day. I don't need to make a lot of money in my Top Step account. Let's make $1,000 a day. Get 5 days, and then or probably like $1,500 a day maybe. I have to decide how I'm going to move forward in that account. I actually got to think about that. Because in that Top Step account, I would shoot for 135 ticks with 2 contracts and make 1,300, I think. But the 3 contracts, I think that's going to be $270 I risk per trade. Because if I trade 1 mini, then I can only give myself 1 trade per session. But if I trade with 3 micros, 90. Let me see. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I shoot for 90 ticks. Maybe I might go for more than 90 ticks depending on how I feel. Or depending on how good of a trade I am. Alright, so this is gold. Alright, so Alright, so and again, I'm taking that trade because I'm at point of control and I'm in the sim. Alright, so 90. Alright, let me see how much that is. Well, this is silver. Shit. Alright, so if I trade, I'll make $1,300. I'll make the same amount of money. Well, that doesn't make sense. I'm only going to be making $300 if I do that. Well, okay, that's fine. I'll just make the $300. I'll just make the $1,300 and lock out. It's not a big deal. I'll just make $1,300 and lock out. I prefer to use the current day, but so I actually have both on my chart. Or yeah, so I have both. So I have the prior's day point of control, and with the metals, just like the value area highs and the value area lows, the market does respect that. Now, if you're asking about the Nasdaq, you already know the answer to that. You know the Nasdaq will run through levels like it's nothing, and well, actually, I haven't traded Nasdaq in so long. I don't even know if that's true anymore. But when it comes to gold, the metals or stuff like that, yeah, you can definitely trust the value area highs and lows. Yeah, like situations like this where this was a previous point of control right there. And I mean, yeah, you took some heat in this position right here. You took a little bit of heat. Well, actually, I would have got stopped out if I got exactly at point of control. It ran 60 ticks past it, but then you can see that the market responded to that previous point of control. Last week's close is another good one. But I would definitely just stick with the if I'm going to take a trade immediately, I want to trade the current point of control. But the market does respond to it though. Hopefully that helps. I pay for I have a lifetime license with NinjaTrader 8. I don't know if you have that, but it comes bundled with the order flow tool. So NinjaTrader 8 has a lot of order flow tools. I just find them all unnecessary, except for the order flow tool itself. Yeah, because they have a whole suite of order flow tools. Cumulative delta, market depth. It's like Bookmap a little bit, but it's not. VWAP. Well, actually, I do use the VWAP. But anyway, order flow volume, and it's going to be the naked point of control. I think that's probably what it's called. So it's the naked point of control. If you're looking for silver, what you want to type in so you want to click on your chart, and you want to, depending on which one you want to trade, you type in SI. The current contract that's being traded is March 26, and that should bring up the silver chart. And if you want to trade the micros, all you have to do is type in SIL. Well, I mean, if you really type in SI, it gives you both options right here. And then you just type in the current month or the month that you're trading in the year, and then it should pop up. Hopefully that helps you. It's not MSIO. No, that's not it. It's just SIO. If you're trying to trade the micros, just type in SIO. I mean, if I can go back and get my money back for this order flow tool, I definitely would. I mean, it's not like well, okay, well, let me take that back. It comes a part of it. I mean, it's not like I paid the money for this tool specifically. It was just might as well just get the lifetime license if I'm going to be trading for the rest of my life. Honestly, I really don't know what I actually paid for. I think the lifetime license I think you had more like tools or something. They gave you a deal on the on commissions. I forgot what a lifetime license actually holds for NinjaTrader 8 actually. I mean, obviously it makes no difference now. I don't even trade my personal account anymore. I trade prop, which I would always recommend, but I mean, because the reason I've already explained why me personally I wouldn't trade my own personal account is because it just hits different when you lose $5,000 of your own money. That right there can probably send me down a very dark path. I might want to deposit more money. prop firms protect me from myself. I mean, if I lose $5,000 in prop firms, I mean, I haven't done that yet. Actually, let me take away that. I will never do that. I would not spend more than $5,000 at one time on prop accounts. The most I've went tilt one day and spent maybe like 17. I think that's probably the most. $17 that I didn't have. I charged that all on my credit card. And I had to pay that back, obviously. But I definitely went outside my budget, my prop firm budget at the time. Spending $1,700 on prop firms. That was hard to get over. I mean, it took a couple of that's hard to get over. Because I did not plan on spending no damn $1,700 on no damn prop firms, but I did it. I went on tilt. And I was going to keep going. If I didn't pass the account, I would have kept spending. That's just how bad it was, man. And that right there is the main reason why I just don't want to go personal. Now, if I started with $500 and grow it, okay, I mean, that's different, I guess. But if I put 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 in the account and blow that, man, shit. Man. You're not going to trade your personal account anytime soon? Actually, no. I just took profits. Maury. Yeah, I just took profits on. Well, I'm in the sim right now. I'm in an Apex account, and I'm already up 5K in that account. And if I lose any of that money, I'll basically blow the account. So, for the rest of the stream, I'll be in a sim. I'll be trading in the sim. I don't trade my funded accounts at night anymore. That's a new rule. I'm going to be solid with that. No more funded accounts at night. That was a constant internal battle for me last year because metals usually move the best in Asia. And it does. I mean, we're not going to sit here and say that it doesn't. However, there was plenty of nights where I didn't go to sleep. I would get off this stream, be in a funded account and a trade, and then the trade goes against me. And then it starts to chop, and I'm up all night watching it because I'm not going to bed. And there's been times where I came on stream with only an hour of sleep. Shit, I mean, I told you I show up in here every day. It don't matter. I'm gonna show up. But I only had like an hour of sleep because I was up all night watching the position, and that happened more than I would have liked it to happen. So no more funded accounts at night, only evals and sim. And we'll trade the funded accounts in the morning. We'll find something in the morning. We'll find it. Yeah. I mean, Apex is it really depends on what kind of trader you are if you want to trade with Apex. This will be my last Apex account. I will not be purchasing any more Apex accounts when I pass this, and so this is going to be my last one. The reason why this will be my last Apex account is because of the trailing drawdown. I'm just no longer interested in being punished for not taking profits. And now that I trade silver, it's super dangerous now. I mean, I can be up 5K and then the thing missed my target, and then it goes all the way back to my break even, and now I'm down $5,000. And I'm just not interested in that anymore. There's nothing wrong with Apex though. I'm just not interested in their rules. anymore. It's gonna slow. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Cape Trader. That's definitely true. All right, so you're talking about trade day. You're saying is consistency ruled hard, or do I have to go at trade day reset? I heard it's really drowned out hurts many people. Well, if you're gonna scalp, trade day would not be my go-to. Trade day is very big on consistency. They have it in their documentation, or at least the last time that I looked. Actually, maybe I shouldn't even say anything because I haven't looked. But trade day is very big on consistency. They don't want windfall traders. They want you to show them that you're consistent. And I mean, let me look. Because the last time I looked in their documentation, they said that they have the right to, if it's a windfall trade, and that was like a big turnoff for me with trade day. That was a big turnoff for me. But once you're in the funded account, Alfred shared this. You can only make $5,000. So once you make $5,000, you're supposed to reach out to them, and they're supposed to evaluate your account. You're supposed to stop trading once you get to $5,000, which is like so weird. You're supposed to reach out to them. They're going to evaluate your account to see if they're going to transfer you to live, and you're supposed to wait on them to come back to you or something crazy like that. I think that's crazy. Yeah, I think that's crazy. I mean, I know that Top Step is getting a lot of heat right now, but Top Step is like the only firm that doesn't really punish you for trading the way that you want to trade. But they've been having issues with their platform. So, Tradeify is good. Lucid is good. I mean, though, and My Funded Futures is good. It's just that 80-20 split that they have, I'm just not a fan of that. They used to be 90-10, and then now they're 80-20. And so that's why I won't be trading with My Funded Futures until they change it back. Maybe they won't. I don't know. But that 80-20 split for me, and then it's not even daily payouts. Yeah, that's not good. Blue Sky and the Futures Desk are both 80-20 splits, but you can take daily payouts. I will accept an 80-20 split if the firm offers daily payouts. I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense to me. I shouldn't be trading 5 days and only getting 80% of what I make, or 80% of what I'm requesting. 20% is a lot of money. They have a consistency rule on their pro accounts. So it really depends on which side of the account you want your consistency on. They have a consistency on the pro accounts on their funded side, but not on the eval. But on the flex account, they have the consistency on the eval, but not the funded. So it really depends on which side of the account you prefer to have the consistency. Me personally, I prefer to have the consistency on the funded side for obvious reasons. If given free reign, I'm going to make as much as possible. And usually that works out. But over 5 days, the number games would say that if I try to do that 5 days in a row, it's highly unlikely for me to be successful. Highly unlikely. So I just prefer to have a consistency so where I can make as much as much as the consistency allows, and I can go about my day and not feel like I left money on the table. But that's just me personally. Okay, thanks for that, Alfred. Yeah, ERB consult, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess silver slowed down. Honestly, I wouldn't look to buy silver until it gets to about uh I was considering maybe 150 or no, like 150 or like 74. Yeah, like about like right there. It got that little range right there. So like 74, 74.15 is where I have it. So I'm actually gonna put that at 74.15. 74.15. But like I said, it like all these firms, I mean the best firm is the firm where you can get the most payouts from. And it doesn't feel unnatural to trade with them. Uh Me personally, the trailing drawdown, that's the reason why I don't trade with what is it called? Take Profit Trader. I don't trade with them because of that. That trailing drawdown would I would probably, it's highly likely I'll blow the account because I'm not going to take no damn profits. I want my target. And trading silver, you just got to be, you just have to be on the right side at the right time. And hopefully that the momentum is going in one direction. I mean, 90 ticks is not big, but if it misses my 90 tick target, it comes back and stops me out. I'm already down. If I got a 150K, about $2,000 already. And like I said, I don't like that. I don't want to be punished for not taking profits. Let me see. Windfall trades. Let me see that. Windfall trades. Oh yeah, and trade day doesn't allow you to trade tier 1 news events or anything like that. I mean, which is good. I mean, at least you don't have to fight your inner demons and tells you like, yeah, it's FOMC. Let's trade it. Let's gamble. All right, so it says so also incredibly high risk. We are looking to fund traders. Okay, so I guess they still have it in their documentation. It says right here. So we are looking to fund traders who can produce risk-adjusted returns, not gamblers looking to exploit the trading group's leverage and risking in order to make a gamble for a quick short-term windfall profit. Hmm. Okay. All right. Are you talking about silver? I think it'll pull back. Yeah. I got this line. We'll see if the market pulls back to this line. I do think that we pull back. I mean, there's no way the market is just going to continue to shoot up higher here. We already made the pattern right here. We got the bears. I'm sorry. You have the bulls failing to hold. We got a break. They pull back. They break structure to the left. They pull back. and then they sold the retest of this breaker structure here. This is the trade right here that I look for on silver, and that I will trade 100% of the time. I'm looking for that breaker structure. I'm looking to sell that retest so I can make easy money every time. And that's going to be my absolution trade. We talked about absolution last year. It's a very powerful word that I learned, or that I became aware of. Absolution. You find absolution in one trade, in one setup, and you'll be astounded by how much money you'll make if you just focus on that one trade. One trade. That's all it needs. Every day is one trade. But all right, guys. I'm out of time for this session. I do appreciate everybody that joined me tonight. We'll definitely come back tomorrow morning, and we'll definitely look for more opportunities to earn some more money. And with that said, peace out, everybody.